All right, we gotta talk about it. Every single day, I hear something, I read that someone's being cheated on. Or the saying, cheat or be cheated on. Cheat or be cheated on. And I live in Miami, and it's filled with cheaters, people who are in relationships and cheat. And I just gotta know, because we give everyone a voice who cheats, and now we're normalizing cheating. And I understand if you don't believe in monogamy. But I've never cheated in my life. And I'm just curious, does anyone out there exist that doesn't cheat? I don't know.
Do alpha men have to hide the fact that they are spinning plates with women in dating? The most common mistake men make is falling in love too quickly with one woman. If you're like the average Joe, you'll go out with a girl, download a dating app, and get a match who shows some interest, and then you go all in on that one girl within a week or two. Then, maybe a few weeks after that, you'll move on to the next girl. When you're just dating, it's perfectly fine to see multiple women at once to see which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. When I went out and bought this car, I didn't just go out and drive this one car and think to myself, all right, that's it. I'm going to settle on that no more. As some people do when they buy a car. Going on forums and reading what you know about cars. Then the amount of thought they'll put into considering a woman as a long-term partner, either as a girlfriend or even worse, as the mother of your children. Because they're hypergamous, women are born with a natural ability to spin plates because they want to mate with the greatest guy they can find. 1,000 years ago, women had to choose between men and women. And if they picked the wrong guy, it could have resulted in the death of both the woman and her children. Therefore, there's a reason why women are hypergamous. Even though these aren't rigid guidelines, there are a few other considerations I mention in my book that you should take into account when dating. For instance, when I was dating in the past, I assumed that my current girlfriend was the one I met once and then dated forever. In reality, she probably wasn't just seeing someone for one night. If you don't believe me, ask a woman in your social circle. Women are never single, and they're always involved in some sort of relationship, whether it's a relationship with a man or a relationship with another woman. If you download an app and take a few photos in front of Mary's mirror, you'll receive hundreds, if not thousands, of matches. Women aren't just talking to you on a whim. They're talking to other men too. There are multiple guys who they're dating, and some of them are even married. So the idea of spinning plates is a healthy one. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to see you on Friday night due to Nancy's visit. The fact that you're dating this girl, and she's packing up her things on Monday morning and saying things like, I want to see you Friday night, shows her that you care about her. It is not that level of transparency, but rather your availability in your schedule lets her know what's going on in your life. And a lot of the time you know when women like a guy, they'll allude to this when they say things like that. Men want to be with guys that other women want to be with. So don't say things like, I can't see you on this date because I have another date, or by the way, I'm seeing other women, or I'm seeing other women, especially early on. You should not have any kind of conversation about exclusivity, what you do with your time, who you spend it with. Women want to be with men that other men want to be with. You may bet on the fact that the plates are still spinning. Fine, you're looking for a partner. Plates are still being spun if you're seeking friends with benefits. That's perfectly great. Plates are still being spun. The concept is simple, and it eliminates many of the problems that men face when dating, which boil down to men's love of scarcity mindsets that limit their options and then basically screwing over their lives that we generally do it to ourselves. Based on the way that we navigate dating apps, cold approach women in real life by talking to women that they might come across during their day, whether it's in a bar or a restaurant or even in a store. A lot of women will be in your bed at the same time. In the end, you'll have to figure it out on your own. I'll discuss it in a future video or podcast. What regulations do women have to follow? Do not apply for Malik. If I were talking to my kid, for example, I tell him to spin plates, which means to date numerous women simultaneously in a non-monogamous approach. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and women are no exception. Women are concerned about a man's financial security, but men should also be concerned about a woman's sexual history, which is why fathers of daughters should have a discussion about how to maintain their own value while also preserving the value of their daughters, which means you can't be running around oh but rich. You tell men this, but they're like, I'll talk about that in another way. It's not a problem. And any woman who acts like it is having hissy fits and being unreasonable should raise warning flags for me. You know what I mean, like we haven't had a chat about it or exchanged vows or anything like that, so it's not a problem.